What's up, family? Welcome to the MARLONated Mindstate. I am your host, Marlon C. And today we are reacting to a wild body cam clip from Eagle Cam that involves a driver, a festival crowd, and a cop who said he got hit by a car. This one is a textbook example of how a simple traffic disagreement can turn into a life-altering felony. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
I have my child with me. I'm not going to jail, am I?
I'm not the one that you hit, so.
I didn't hit anyone. I don't recall me striking him with my vehicle.
I just got hit by a car.
On November 16th, 2024. What began as routine traffic control at a crowded festival quick to a dangerous felony. A driver refused to follow an officer's orders, allegedly striking him with her car before fleeing the scene through a crowd of pedestrians. The confrontation that followed reveals a startling defense, but the body cam footage tells a very different story.
You're gonna have to go that way. It's time to go. Let's go. Hey, that doesn't mean come back on the property. Let's go. Oh, whoa. You're going right. Go, go. Let's go. We're not messing around. I just got hit by a car.
Okay, so we saw what happened. Got a police officer clearly in uniform, just like he's directing the kids, mainly kids, but directing traffic on how to get out of this area. Now, clearly, he told this woman she has to go right. Like, I guess he told her to go right, and he said, "You're not going right." And he's pointing to the other direction, to her passenger side, and she continues to go straight while he's there, and then he tries to tap on her window, and then she takes off. Now, in the state of Florida and in many other states, not following the command of a uniformed officer is an automatic misdemeanor. But what happens next? She not only hits the cop, she doesn't even slow down. She keeps driving straight. So now he's asking his fellow officers to stop that vehicle. All right, let's continue.
You're at stop that vehicle. I'm gonna have fleeing and eluding.
You okay, officer?
I'm all right, thanks.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
John, what does the car look like?
Look like a red Nissan, I believe, Murano. It's Nest.
Sorry about
I'm all right, thanks. It hit me, fleeing and eluding. I was in marked uniform with traffic vest on. Last heading towards 7-8 and 4-6 way. I'm going to have failure to obey a lawful traffic command, and then he struck me.
Okay, they got to stop.
What happened?
What do you mean, what happened?
Yeah, 10-12. What just happened with the cop back there?
I was trying to go straight, and he was forcing me to go right, and I was trying to
Can
go
you
straight.
step out for me?
Yes, I can.
Why
So
didn't
you see
stop?
that she admits that he tried to tell her to go straight. Well, he tried to tell her to go right, but she continues to go straight. Why in the heck would you do that in the first place? I mean, deliberately disobey commands of a uniformed officer.
I did stop. I stopped, and he tried to force me to go to the right.
Okay, and then you hit him?
No, I did not hit him. He banged my window and tried to bust my
Okay,
window.
come over here for me. Do you have an ID with you?
Yeah.
Where at? Hey, let me get one more unit over here.
I have my child with me.
I understand. All right, come on, walk back here for me.
I'm not going to jail, am I?
What's that?
I'm not going to jail, am I?
I'm not the one that you hit, so.
I didn't hit anyone.
Just come back here for me.
I need you to come over here with me. The police got me pulled over.
Come up to my headlight here.
Walk away. They was trying to force me to go right when I was trying to go straight to come
Thank
meet y'all. And the
We're talking about the police, not some civilian, not some pedestrian. You're talking about the police tried to make you go right.
Banged on my window. They tried to say I ran them over. I promise to God I didn't run the police. The road is public.
All right, just hang up for me. We'll get another person coming, and then we'll go from there.
I stopped to let the kids go by. He tried to force me to go right, and I needed to go straight and not right.
Well, you know you have to listen to him, right? Failure to do that is unlawful. You realize that, right?
I do.
And you still chose to do it anyways.
I needed to go straight because I was meeting my sister.
Okay.
To go home.
That's crazy. Like I said, she's admitting that she disobeyed the man's commands just to go meet her sister who was straight. But what's funny is, like how you calling her now to come around the block to meet you, you could have did the same thing when the police told you to go right. Matter of fact, I didn't even see her let the window down to see so she could tell a police officer that she needed to go straight. Now, from a legal standpoint, just meeting a relative does not override the officer's authority to manage public safety during the festival. Now, she said she didn't recall striking him. It's a common defense, but like I said, this body cam is going to prove otherwise. because she admitted that she, saying that she took off. She thought she thought that he was going to bust the windows out or whatever. But I just don't understand the thought process and what this woman was doing. I live not too far from an area where a festival is held every year, and it's a lot of traffic going in and out of this place. It's a couple of festivals that are held here, matter of fact. And when you coming out of our neighborhood, or even when you're coming out the festival, we got uniformed police officers directing traffic. Even if now, a lot of times, because we are residents of this neighborhood, we get a little leeway. Because most times, like when people are exiting the festival, they have to go. Let's say some of them have to go west sometimes. Excuse me, and some have to go east. If you have to go west, then you're gonna cross over my neighborhood. But if I'm coming out of my neighborhood and they know I live there, and I say, hey, I need to go that way because I gotta go. I'm leaving. They would allow me to go east. You see what I'm saying? Because they know I live. But those who are inside of those who are visiting, you have to follow whatever command they have. And a lot of times, I let the window down and say, hey, I need to go there. I got to go to work. So I live here. This ain't Thursday. Say, okay, fine. You got to show me your driver's license maybe. And all is good. But if you're visiting, you better, this is for my neighborhood, not saying that's what happens here. It don't, because it looks like it's close to a residential area. So, but my thing is, if the police say, hey, we need you to go that way, you have to go that way. There's nothing you can do. But like I say, she didn't even let the window down to even acknowledge or even to see what the police, or even to plead her case.
Can we please just stand by with her for a second? Okay.
Did you go to 10:15?
Not yet. He wants to.
Did you hear him?
What? No,
Is
I
this
didn't.
the
I was
person?
trying to get out with him. I just want to make contact with him. What's that? Yeah, I'm gonna. Hey, are you in a position to come and make sure this is her and stuff? Okay. Can we talk back here for me? Can you walk me through what happened?
So I was coming up, I was parked in the church's parking lot, and I was coming up to meet my sister because they were all trying to come straight to meet her. And it were kids in the road. I stopped, and the police was trying to force me to go right, and that's not the way that I was supposed to be going. I was supposed to be going straight to leave. And he banged on my window, and I just continued to drive.
Why'd you go straight? Because
I was sister. They were over in the parking lot waiting for me. The way that he was trying to make me go was not the direction that they were in.
Okay. Did you see him in his full uniform and stuff like that with his traffic vest and stuff?
Yes, I did.
You saw that he was a cop and that you should have obeyed his lawful order, and you still decided to go forward and you struck him with your vehicle. And
no, I did not strike.
It's on video. I'm telling you what did happen.
I did not strike him.
Are you denying that happened or that you intended to do that?
I'm not denying that I continued forward, but I did not run him over.
In doing that, you struck him with your vehicle. So you see how that's a big problem, right?
Yes, I do.
There's a difference between running him over and striking him. You remember a few months ago, there was this lady who was taken out by the police, by ICE. It was up north somewhere. It was a demonstration, a lot of snow, and it was like a big news story because, they said ICE overreacted and, took her out with weapons. And the problem is that she drove forward, struck the officer, whether intentionally, unintentionally, or what have you. But, you can take it what side you please, but he felt she struck him and he used deadly force. And that's the thing. You don't have to hit and, run over and cripple or maim a police before they start shooting at you. It's a crime. And like in this story, it says she acknowledged that she continued to move forward even though she saw the police officer. Now, at that point, well, hell, a vehicle is known as, you can describe it as a deadly weapon. So if it makes contact with the police officer, now there's no longer a traffic ticket. Now you're looking at aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer, and that is a high level felony.
I don't recall me striking him with my vehicle.
Okay. So you understand that it's a misdemeanor in the state of Florida to even willfully disobey his order, right?
No, I did not know that.
You didn't think that potentially it could be a criminal act to not obey a police officer?
I know it's a criminal act, but
okay.
I didn't know it was a misdemeanor.
Are you here to pick up a child?
My child, I was meeting.
Besides the little kiddo in the car?
No, I was meeting my sister, so we could leave. We were leaving from the fair.
I'm talking to her. So, have you ever been arrested?
No.
Have you ever had any other criminal, any citations, anything like that?
No.
Where do you live?
I live off of Haynes Road.
Haynes Road?
Yes.
Okay. Is this vehicle yours or somebody else's?
No, that's my vehicle.
Registered to you?
Yes.
Do you have insurance and stuff like that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. Do me a favor, put your hands behind your back. You are being placed under arrest. I'm going to take this off of you.
Janae, come get my stuff.
Don't fight.
I'm not fighting. They taking me to jail. For what?
Ma'am, stay over there.
She asked me to get her stuff.
And I'm telling you to stay over there.
And you see, her sister's right there. The same thing that you're doing now, you could have did at first and avoided all of this. I tell my kids all the time, anytime you do something, you think of the consequences, multiply that by at least 10, because the worst you think that can happen, it can be a lot worse than that, because your brain hasn't fathomed being arrested, locked up, charged with a felony, all because you want to disobey what a police officer. Do she not understand that if an officer really wanted to say that he felt threatened, that he could have actually pulled his service weapon out and discharged it at her? But she one thing, as my dad say, 2 inches off her butt.
I have keys, my keys.
Hang on, it's on my list.
I have money at home for bail.
Do you have anything on you?
No, I
Money for
don't.
bail.
Anything illicit?
No, I gotta get my. Can I get that?
Can you just hang out for 1 second?
I got 2 kids. My kid and one in each car.
Are you in that car?
I'm in the white car.
Okay, you
There's
can
my
go hang out
child
there.
right there because we just standing here. I'm just trying to.
Okay, no one asked you to be here besides her, so.
I'm gonna be here because.
Okay, and that's fine, but don't blame me for the children here.
I'm not blaming you for the children. You know, just be quiet because I don't need them. You have to
You
call
want her to have all of this?
Yes,
Okay.
you have to call her and let her know and get the bail bonds. My bracelet and my watch. Yes.
Do you want her to secure the vehicle or park it at like Publix and stuff like that? Okay. Are the keys on you somewhere or?
No, they're in the car.
Okay. All right.
Interesting to me that she said she hasn't been in jail, ever been locked up, but yet one of the first things she said was, I got bail money at the house, as if she has been preparing for this, or as if she has been to jail before, or maybe she has been with people or in a house full of people who have been to jail before, so she knows how this situation works. Now, she stated she had her children in the car with her. She's lucky that she was not charged with child endangerment on top of the other charges that she's going to face here.
I thought you said you wasn't gonna be the one to determine if I go to jail or not.
Well, I didn't say that. I said I wasn't the one that you hit.
You did say that.
Okay, I'm sorry if I made that comment.
I'm going to jail on a misdemeanor.
No, you're going to jail on a felony, ma'am.
A felony?
For aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer. All right, ma'am. Step up for me. We're going to come over to this man. We're going to get you up to the time.
Now she had a misdemeanor. Now she getting put in a paddy wagon.
All right, ma'am. The 2 different charges, the one for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, the second being the failure to obey a lawful command from an emergency situation. Yes, sir.
What?
My driver.
Have it right here. It's coming with it.
Come on. I've never taken it off.
The deal.
Stuff on you. I don't know.
The woman was taken into custody and charged with the following offenses: aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting an officer with violence, failure to obey a lawful command.
So, as you see, like I said, the video ended with her being charged with aggravated battery, resisting with violence, because you have done hit the police with the car, and failure to obey. One act, I tell y'all this all the time, one act can be turned into multiple charges. So you always got to be careful what you do, because it can be a lot worse than what you think it can be. Now, if you ever feel that a police officer is unfair with their commands or authority, the streets know where to handle that. You handle issues with authority, with law enforcement, in a court of law, because what she did, that split second decision that she chose to do, now got her in the system, and she could face time in jail. She definitely gonna have to, that little bail money she got, now you got to multiply that when you talk about court fees, lawyer fees, fines, and this, that, and the third that you're gonna be hit with, plus probably time in jail and paying for the time that you're gonna serve. That's crazy. But anyway, so tell me what you think. Was she just panicking, or was this just a blatant disregard for safety? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out of your day, but it means the world to us here at this channel. And with that being said, I leave you in peace and love, and I'll see you on the other side.